Yo, what up, guys? What up? What up? Let me make sure my audio. Yep, audio's good. So made some few adjustments. Obviously different camera. It's better than my webcam that I was using, but let me try to get it focused. I'm using a Canon. Damn, it's still a bit blurry. All right, that's better. Um, so it's a Canon M50. Awesome camera, but the problem is when you're using it for streaming like the way I am right now, you can't really have it on autofocus. You can, but it shows like the square around your face, right? Like identifying your face. Well, I don't want that to display on the stream, so I had to remove the autofocus, put on manual. So which means I have to manually focus it, right? And again, quality better than the webcam, obviously, but it really doesn't compare, in my opinion, to to the 4K cinema camera that I have. Where is it? Right there in the back, which is normally what I use to make my YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. So today I'm working on a few things. Actually, been a busy morning, man. I had a few meetings. There was a few issues I had to jump on, try to solve. So one of the things that I'm working on, it's related to these workflow templates that we have in a WMS system. Ultimately, these events that we have triggers configured in these events in these templates. So that's kind of what I'm working on. And let me make sure I'm not showing nothing that I probably shouldn't be showing. I think I can share my screen. All right. Yeah, should be fine. So ultimately been doing some testing, and in test environment, which is this brownish screen, orange/brownish screen, that's test. Everything's fine. I need to move over some of these triggers over to production. So let's go ahead and do that. Trigger condition, RFW. Trigger condition value. And I think that's about it. Yes. So in here, there's going to be some triggers based on this event. And the first trigger is a field change trigger. Pretty much saying whatever the date is in the event, go ahead and populate a field in the system. So the way this works is we have integration with certain trade partners. And as we get a good example would be like carriers, right? So we get events from these carriers. Just think of FedEx as an example, right? We get events from these carriers saying shipment has been delivered. Well, they give us an event, and it has a timestamp. It was delivered on this date and this time, as an example. Well, I consume that event, and it comes in the EDI X12 format. I end up transforming that event ultimately to an XML format in a specific schema structure, And then I send that over to the system, this WMS system, to consume that XML. When it consumes the XML, then it's depends on the settings that I have here in the workflow template. It will identify if the event code matches and other criteria, and if it does, it'll execute whatever trigger action I have here. So in this case, as we're importing in this event through XML, it's going to meet these criteria and they're going to update a specific field. So again, that's kind of what it's doing, right, from a high level. But then also what ends up happening here is as the event is consumed into the system, we need to send that event out of the system because we end up sending it to a whole different system, right? So because of that, we have triggers in place as well when certain events are completed in the WMS system. It'll trigger out of the WMS system and it will get sent over to some other system. All right, let's see. And I think that's it for this first one. Yeah. All right, the second trigger. And again, all of these that I'm copying over has already been tested in tests. So now I'm just moving them over to production. Pretty much what I'm doing here. And then the final one. All right. So let me save this for now. All right, so now that I have this, the next thing is going to be these milestones. So some of these milestones have triggers. Not all of them do, but some of them do. So which means let's see. So we have destination container delivered, which is this one. Let's go ahead and add these triggers. Oops. C and E. And that's it for that one. Then let's add a field change trigger. FLD. And in this case, it would be this field with this value. And then the final one would be this field with this value. All right, so that completes this piece. What else do we have? Origin gate in. Yep, we have a trigger on this one. And I think that's it. Origin container pickup. Yeah, this one's missing the trigger. Let's go ahead and add it on here. What else? Yeah, I need to remove this. I don't need this. Okay. So let me go ahead and save this. I'm trying to think, is this everything? I think it is. All right. So I think now that's done. There are some mapping changes that we got to do. I have somebody on my team. They're making those changes. They actually make those changes today. So once they finish making those changes, then this template is already active. But then I'll be able. I need to remove this origin US so it applies to all shipments, import and exports, and then we will be good. So I think that's it to do here. There's nothing else to do here. Okay. So this is done. All right, let's see what else. All right, so now that I have that done, there's another change that I was going to make. Let me make sure that these changes are updated. I'm assuming they're not. Nope, they're not updated yet, so I can't do nothing yet on that. Dude, so I've been getting a lot of emails lately. So obviously y'all be on the lookout as well. Where I get emails of like, hey, somebody left a voice message, and so it looks like the attachment is audio of some kind of recording, of some sort. But then when you look at the file, it's not even an audio file. It's some sort of uh, HTML, like .html extension or HTML or something of that sort, right? And again, that's all. It's how they get you, man. Like, people click on it, because they're curious, right? It's all about curiosity. And then next thing you know, it could be running something on your computer, depending on what operating system you have. Like if it's some kind of virus of some sort, if it was built to execute on Windows, obviously if you're on a Windows PC, it'll run. If you're on a Mac or Linux, maybe it doesn't. It just depends. But you gotta watch out for all that stuff. Let's see. But there's a lot of scams going on with those emails, man. So again, I know better. That's why I don't click on it. There's a lot of people that just like, oh, what's this? Click, click, boom, the computer. It just goes to crap. Okay. So what was the next thing I was gonna work on? Um All right, so I know what it is. So there's this project that I'm working on. What we're doing is we're loading some data. I receive a zip file through email. I created a in Power Automate a job where it find that specific email, like for that sender and that attachment, it takes the file and then it drops it into an FTP site. That's what Power Automate is doing. Takes the zip file, saves it to FTP. So on that FTP server, the server that I have where I have an FTP configured set up, I have a job where it when there's a new file dropped into the folder, it triggers the job starts. Now this is not I'm not using Power Automate for this. This is because it's stuff that's happening in the server. I'm using a tool called Visual Crones, which is an automation type tool, and you can do all kinds of stuff. Either way, so there's a trigger when a new file drops into the folder. It starts the job. The first thing the job does is unzip the file. So it takes it from zip and saves the unzipped version, which is a CSV file, into a specific folder. Once it does that, the next step is to extract the data and load it to the database. And then what is step 3? Step 3 is to generate some Excel attachments that we need to generate from that data set. And it generates like a handful, like 2-3 dozen files. And then the final step is where I have my Python script, where the Python script will run this call this view, database view, which gives me a distinct list of unique values based on combinations of cluster and org level. Again, there's no need to know exactly what that means, but ultimately it gives me a unique list of those two values. And what it does is, hold on, guys, what's happening here? I feel like I'm having an issue here. So I'm trying to see what it is. Okay, never mind. I thought I had an issue, but I guess I do not. Hmm. You know what? Something I just realized, but I'll fix that later. My bit rate on my stream is not configured properly. Damn it, I don't know how I did not fix that. All right, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that for now. All right, cool. Let me go back to what I was saying. All right, I think I should be able to show what I have here. Yeah, I can. So ultimately, how I mentioned with those steps, where pretty much I receive an email, zip file, Power Automate drops it to the FTP site. When the FTP site drops the file, when the file is dropped to the FTP site, I have a software that I use, Visual Crones, that there's a trigger based on if a new file gets dropped in the folder. So it starts the job. When the job gets started, it does a few things. I think the first thing it does is truncate one of our tables that we have, And then second job is extracts the data from the CSV file and loads it to the database. Third step that it does is generate some Excel files. And then the fourth step is it runs this Python script. And had a meeting with the client today this morning, and ultimately they wanted to add some additional values to a section here. So what we're doing is what this script does is it generates a specific data set in a CSV file, but it puts that data set in the body of the email, right? Not as an attachment, in the body of the email. The reason why it's in the body of the email, that's what the client preferred, because they have somebody on their side from the IT standpoint that as they get every email, they're going to be taking that data set, that CSV data set in the body of the email, and ultimately they're going to be I think to keep it simple, they're going to be reformatting it and populating that data into a template, to an email template that looks nice and clean. And then also I am providing a attachment as well, and the attachment does have some additional data, and my script formats that file and does some other stuff as well. So that's kind of what's I mean, there's a lot going on, but that's kind of what's happening here. Let me do word wrap. Okay, so under this method here, which is get curriculum data list, this is pretty much the list from a header standpoint that we have. Ultimately, the ask here was this is gonna go away, and then we're gonna replace it with I believe 4 additional columns. And right now, where am I getting my data? Here it goes, coming from here. So let me look at my data real quick. All right, so I just wanted to see my data. So one of the things I'm going to be adding, I'm going to add this probably. It may mess things up a bit, but I think it's fine. So for example, this is going to go away, and this would be learner email. So let's see, what was my placement here? 1, 2, 3, 11. Let me see, this was 11, 12, 13. 14, 15. So this would be the 15 column. Oops, it's not called learner email. What the hell am I doing here? This would be called learner email. So this one here, which says full manager name, it's really not full manager name. It should be full it should be manager email. All right, and let's see, what's the next one? We have language. The next one would be what is it called? Let me see real quick. alternate manager. That's what it's called. What the hell? It did not. So this would be alternate manager email, which will come next. So this would be row. So this one, we actually don't have it today, but I think it's row 11. It's going to be row 11, so that's fine. I think we're replacing email distribution with alternate manager email, so it'll be row 11. And then we're adding a new one that doesn't exist today. So it's going to be blank. But this one would be daily manager. Is that what it's called? I need to check now to see if that's the actual name. Yes, it is daily manager. It will be daily manager. For now, that would just be, we don't have that. So it's gonna have to just be blank until that gets added to the view. Then I'll be able to replace it to whatever column placement it's going to be. So this would accommodate that. My bad. Daily manager email. So we have learner email, manager email, alternate manager. Yep, we have all the emails in place. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and save this. Let me make sure. I have a feeling. So there's some mapping changes that got done, but I don't think they got compiled. Let me check, see if I could confirm that. What's today? Curriculum to middleware. That did get compiled. Then we have a Excel version. So let me see. Oh man, I gotta sneeze. Okay, so we got new files. Let me copy one of these over. And let's see how that data looks. All right, cool. Nope, it looks good. It looks exactly what I was looking for. All right, so that's good. So that's fine. Then I'm trying to think my process, my Python script that I have is going to end up it's going to end up styling that data set, that Excel file. It's doing a few other things. Damn it, man. I'm trying to think. What were the other things? Just had a meeting about this yesterday too. Yeah, there is something I forgot. There's a title name for the report. That's what it was that I need to add on to this. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So what's happening here, we go to the format Excel portion of it. There's the information section where I'm literally putting in the information current of, then it has a date, which happens to be CST time, right? So that being said, this is being added to the first row and first column, right? But I need to put a title. There's a specific title that the clients will. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. How about yourself? Just kind of working on making some changes to this project that I'm working on. Pretty much is a Python script where it's going to be generating some emails and reformatting this Excel file that's very plain Jane. So yeah, man, that's all I'm working on. I'm working on a few things, but that's kind of what I'm working on right now anyways. How's everything going with you? How's your day going? This is to set the creation date. What I'm gonna need to do here would be, let's set title. Set title. So in this case, I will call this title, and this is gonna be the name of the title. Doing good. Nice, man. That's good to hear. Good to hear, man. Just here again. Pretty much, man. Again, this is my third day, I believe, streaming this week, and I'm gonna be streaming every day, man, Monday through Friday, at least like in the middle of the day. Probably stream other times that in the evening, but for sure in the middle of the day. Again, when I stream to like in the middle of the day, just really, sharing some of the stuff I'm working on. People kind of watch on some of the projects I'm working on, and obviously ask questions if they're interested on some of the projects that I'm working on, or maybe, even have some questions here or there. But yeah, man, just doing some work, made some few tweaks to my setup. Still not the best for now, but again, fine tune it later. Like hopefully the audio sounds a little bit better. I made some tweaks to that. I put the mic more here in the mic stand, so it's kind of closer. So hopefully the vocals sound a bit better. Which library are you using for Excel formatting? It's in the middle of the night for me. Oh man, okay, yeah, forgot, different time. So I'm using a few things. If we see when it comes to formatting, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm using Panda to read the file, which is number one. So open PyXL to go ahead and just read it. I'm using that engine just to be able to read the data set and put it in Panda. Now, when it comes to writing, like once I read the Excel file, I think I have a sample I could show you real quick. So you could tell this is a data set. It's very plain Jane, nothing stylish. Ultimately, though, we're cleaning it up, formatting, adjusting the columns, doing things of that nature, right? In this section. And then when it comes to writing out the file, I'm not using Open PyXL. In this case, I'm using the XLSL writer engine, and I'm using that to write it out. And then ultimately, I'm doing my styling, right? That will be used for XLLX writer, and that's kind of where this comes in place. I'm adding my format to this specific section of information, bold, color, size, etc. This is my header, again, format. When it comes to my data set, my header, so ultimately word wrap, color, all that stuff. And then I'm adding my column spacing as well. So where I'm adjusting the column width of my file. But there's a title that needs to be added as well. And one of the things is whenever I'm writing out data, as you could tell over here to Excel, I'm writing it on row 1. Well, now, because it starts in 0, right? Then it goes to 1, then 2, so forth. Well, now I need to change this to row 2 because I need it to give 2 blank rows. The first row will be my title. That's where my title is going to go. My second row, which is my information piece that I have here, that's going to be my, this is going to be row 2 now instead of row 1. So this first placement is row. So this will be row 1. Then ultimately the column is the first column. So this will stay the same. Over here for my title, that's where I would end up doing my worksheet, right, 0, 0, and then ultimately my title, and then I could add some formatting. So yeah, I'm going to add some formatting here. So it'll be workbook.add format. I'm going to do bold equals true. Color. Let's see, what would be the color? I guess it could stay black. Should be fine. I don't need to do color then. It could just stay black. What I do want to do is size. So the size, let's do 24 for now. And I think that should be fine for that. That's it, man. This will add my title to first row, first column, and then it will style it, make it bold, size 24. Yeah, man, this should fix that. Let's see. All right, man, you know what? It's already 2. So I'm gonna go grab lunch real quick, guys. I'll be back in a few minutes. Let me grab lunch, then I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got my food. The same food that I always eat, my oatmeal and toast. So let's see. What was I doing? What was I gonna do? I added um yeah, I added the title there. Oh, hold up. I think I added it to the wrong file. Damn it. I did. Yep, this is not the right file. So I was doing some testing. Damn. Let me open up new window. So initially I had a sandbox file. That's why I was doing my testing. Once I got to the point where everything was good, I did create a Git repo, and I did move the changes over, but now that I'm seeing it, it's not. Let's see. This is the repo. Damn it. All right, so I need to add changes to this. Which is pretty much, what did I add? It's in the Excel piece, so it really would just be this. And the starting row would be row 2. Then ultimately I did change this piece over here as well, which would be this message. So pretty much I'm going to just replace this whole message. Get curriculum data list. Which, yep, has those additional columns. I think that should be it. All right. So I think I got everything now. Just let me do a test real quick. But in order to do that, I need to copy over all of the files. All right, let me eat my food while this is copying over. So this script is running on this remote server that we have, right? And all the Excel files right now live in their remote server. So I'm just downloading those files, moving them locally for now so I could run the test. Dude, why is it taking so damn long? All right. Your data is going slow. It doesn't make sense. Come on, man. Why is it going this damn slow? All right, so now let me. I need to copy over these files. Then I could run my script again. What the hell? Was that today? Dude, whoa, hold up. Oh, it's only copied a few of them. That's why. All right, that's fine. Let's see. Okay. So now I should be able to run my process. Let me make sure that I emailed it to me to test it out, and it does. Um, okay, let's see if it works. So I have it running. Let's see what we get. So I did notice the process does take. It's sending it. It's pretty much sending out an email at a time. Let me see if I started receiving emails yet. Not yet. It takes. It seems like at least 30-40 seconds to do the first email. Then after that, it's like every maybe 30 seconds, I guess, or so to do each email and each Excel reformatting and all that stuff. So in this case, it's going to be probably like 18, 20 emails. So it's going to take a few minutes, maybe 6 minutes, 7 minutes to complete, around there. So far, I have not received any email. Oh, never mind. Damn it. Okay, so let's see if it's still running. There it goes. Should have got one email by now. Yep, got one email. Let's take a look at it. Language, manager's email. Alternate manager. Oh, hold up. Why are we showing manager email twice? Let me see how the Excel file looks. Oh, it didn't do it. It overrid the other one. The hell? It didn't start on row. It started in row 1, but row 2. All right, something's wrong, so I need to fix this. But I'm actually about to join a meeting, guys. So again, I'm going to be on tomorrow again, all Monday through Friday to the remainder of the month. Guys, I'm going to be on for at least an hour, hour and a half in the middle of the day around this time. So, yeah, man. Any questions you have, you want to see what I'm working on, just curious, interested, want to ask questions, by all means, come join stream. Be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Until then, guys, y'all take care, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.